Hey, look! Isn't that the guy who was looking for Haru in Omotesando?
You're right. Hey, you!
You! That's got nothing to do with you.
The hell you say? You're way too suspicious. Answer us. Why are you looking for Haru?
I know you're after that woman's power, too.
Her power?
Don't play dumb. Especially you. You thought I wouldn't realize what you really are? Sorry to say, but her power will be my master's. I won't let you have it. You fools. I won't fall for that trick. Remember this well. You and all other vulgar humans will burn in the holy flame.
Hey, wait, you son of a... Damn it! He got away.
Burn in the holy flame? What was he talking about? What's a doomsayer?
Someone who believes the end of the world is coming. Then again, with real demons around, I'm not surprised guys like him are popping up. A lot of people thought the world was going to end around the turn of the millennium. Some of them thought it would be their chance to create a new world. Them and demon-worshipping cults all running wild. What a world we live in. Either way, that type would be planning some pretty sketchy things.
Yeah, well at least we know for sure that creep is after Haru, right? She's been a target for demons too. I think she's caught up in something dangerous.
That power of hers. It's not everyone who can summon demons with a sequencer. Most demon tamers, including us, need the altered comps.
I hate to say it, but I don't think we can figure this all out right now. Let's just be sure to tell Haru about this the next time we see her, okay? Yeah, she should, right? At the very least, she'll know to be careful.
Oh, you guys. Did you see me quarreling with Tadashi? No, it's okay. Tadashi and I are old friends. Oh, you call him Kaido, right? His brother and I used to play together all the time when we were little. But ever since his brother died in the bloodless murders, it's gotten awkward. I hate the killer so much. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep showing you my less attractive side. Tadashi probably feels the same way. That's why he's so angry. Please forgive him.
We couldn't get home today either.
Until either the lockdown is lifted or we get out ourselves, we're gonna be stuck in the circle. If we want to keep safe, we should pay attention to the Laplace mail. It'll definitely help us avoid dying.
Right. Seeing what's going on inside the lockdown, we can't be too optimistic. I mean, there are a lot more altered comps around recently, right? Stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm not surprised the Shomonkai have them, because they made them themselves. But Kaido, Honda, Keisuke, there was one just lying around too. It's just weird that there are so many of them floating around out there. If more people and demons keep abusing comps, what's gonna happen? Yeah, we're gonna have to be careful about that kind of thing from now on.
I know. I'm especially worried about that Belder the demons were talking about.
That's right. There's no doubt that the demons are active because they want to summon Belder. That means the demons do more than just serve whoever it is that summons them. We don't know who Belder is, but there's no way things will get better if he's here. There are probably going to be more demons tomorrow. We'll have a lot to do.
That reminds me, do you remember that suspicious guy who was looking for Haru?
I sure do. We should tell Haru to be careful the next time we run into her.
Sheesh! According to Shoji, the riots are going to start in the next 2 days too.
I really hope that little forecast of hers doesn't come true.
Seriously, it's bad enough that tomorrow our days left will be...
I know. There's no point in grumbling about it. Never fear, we'll protect you.
You got it. I'll be counting on both of you. Thanks. I feel a little better now. You're right. We need to think of how we can resolve what the email says will happen.
Well then, let's find some shelter and call it a day.
Morning, guys. I don't know how to feel about the fact that I'm getting used to sleeping in shelters.
Yeah, plus, if we don't get out of Tokyo, we're facing our second Judgment Day.
I wish I could forget about that, but I know. I have to face it.
We have to do everything we can. Come what may, we're gonna make it out alive. Ah, looks like today's Laplace mail is here.
What the? 300 victims? No way!
Belder! That's the demon's boss. He's finally here. It'll happen at Aoyama Cemetery. We'd better remember that.
Like I've been saying, this demon's immortal, isn't it? How can we defeat that?
Let's look for a way out of the lockdown until sunset. We don't have much time.
Yeah, I really don't want to die here. Let's run away as fast as we can.
Sorry, am I interrupting anything?
Oh, Keisuke, what's up?
I've been looking for you three. Well, something's come up. It's about Midori. Letting her have a comp may have been a mistake. Okay, she started saying she's going to use the comp to help people out. We let her have the comp so she could protect herself against demons, but... No, she beat the demon that emerged and formed a contract with it, with my help. But ever since she started swearing to help people, her death clock decreased.
Huh?
I told her to give up the comp, but she wouldn't listen.
But Midori hasn't grouped up with anyone, right? Shouldn't she be able to see her own death clock?
Right, but she doesn't even realize that's what the number above her head means. I tried to explain it to her, but she won't listen at all. At this rate, she will die tomorrow. That's why I want you to help me convince her somehow.
What should we do? It's your call. It's nice of you to consider us, but it's cool. Abandoning a friend is just wrong. Let's help him out, okay?
Thanks. I'm really glad I got to know you guys. I'll register my comp with yours to become an official member of your group. Yes. It'll be nice to have partners.
Keisuke, wait a sec!
Hmm?
You did see our death clock, right?
Oh yes, I did. What about it?
What about it? We're gonna die today! And you're still gonna...
Funny, isn't it? I ran from you once, but now I'm trusting you with my life. But I've come to understand something. A little, anyway. A desire to live, to help others, to find the strength to carve one's own destiny. Instead of running away for the lack of that, I want to live a better life.
Keisuke...
I'm one of you now. Let's do our best. Of course, I'll do my best to prove useful. The death clock function disappeared, just as I thought.
Yep, it seems the death clock can only be seen by a group's leader.
Indeed. I'd heard about it, but this is my first time actually experiencing it. You're well informed, just as I expected. No wonder you were able to cheat death.
Well, despite our resources, we're still at 0.
I'll do what I can to survive, and rescue Midori in the process.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned Midori's death clock had gone down, but what's it say now?
As soon as Midori swore to help people, her death clock ran down to 2. That means it's down to 1 today, but she has no idea.
Yeah, if we don't make it through today, we won't be able to save Midori tomorrow.
I absolutely understand that. We'll make surviving today our priority for now. But if you do come across Midori, please remember to try and convince her. If she changes her mind, it might help to increase the readout on her death clock.
Hey Keisuke, why are you so worried about her anyways? Wait, don't tell me. Oh, so that's how it is.
It's not that at all. It's just...
Just what, huh?
No, really, it's not that. I didn't stop Midori from taking the comp. And then I taught her how to use it. Because of what I did, she doesn't have long to live. I wanted to save her, but at this rate, she'll die. And it'll be my fault.
Huh. Well, that sounds like a reason you'd come up with. So, let's get moving. What's the plan? Dude, don't you know your death clock says 0? We gotta find a way out first. Oh, I guess it says good things about you that you're worried for her. Come on!
Respond, I repeat. It's no use. Oh, it's you. I was giving my cell a try, but it's still not working.
Yeah, my service has been down all this time too. It's such a pain. Having phone service up would make everyone relieved. What is the government thinking?
You're right. 24 hours is enough time for the government to have learned about demons. And yet, nothing's changed regarding the lockdown. That's what I think too. Either the government knows but plans to do nothing, or this is in fact the result of them taking action. We're only speculating here, but it's obvious something's not right. Be careful, kids.
How are we supposed to be careful, though? What's the matter, Otsuro?
I wonder who he is.
Huh? You mean Honda?
That thing he shoved into his pocket looked more like a radio than a cell phone.
A radio?
I guess that's right. Sorry, I think I'm just being paranoid.
Oh, it's you. You're still here? I thought you already escaped through the tunnel.
Huh? Oh, about that, tell her.
Even that was blockaded? Just goes to prove the tunnel is connected to the outside.
Seriously, it was bad. The monsters attacked us too.
Monsters? What kind of monsters?
Huh? Well, they were like something from another world.
I get it. You're talking about demons, aren't you?
Huh? How did you know?
I got attacked too. Bang! In the middle of the street.
Wow! I'm surprised you made it out safe.
Yeah, so am I. It was like something out of a horror flick. Jaws wide open. But then this young hipster came to the rescue. He told me all about these demons. He apparently runs a bar in Omotesando, but man, he was smoking hot.
Young hipster? Is she talking about Jen?
What's this? You know the guy? Oh, he was kick-ass.
Well, we might know him, but going back to the demon thing, what actually happened?
Huh? Oh, that's when I realized the tip I got wasn't a hoax. This lockdown must all be to keep those demons from getting out. It was a sight to see, though. Demons pouring out, fighting each other before my eyes. That's when that barkeep guy came out and drove away the demons. He was so take-charge that even my old heart skipped a beat.
It did. I see. So that's what happened.
If I ever run into him again, I plan on grilling him for some details. I don't have proof yet, but the government's plan must be to keep all the demons inside.
You might be right.
In any case, I'm glad we're both safe. Bill, what?
Oh, Miss Shoji, have you heard any stories about an immortal demon?
An immortal demon? Nope, I haven't heard anything.
Anything at all will help. You really don't know?
Nah, it's useless. I was an econ major. What do I know about myths or demons? If I hadn't seen what happened with my own eyes, I'd never have believed it.
Oh, I see.
Apart from that? I did just hear an odd rumor. Some say the world is going to end soon. Heard anything about that one? Oh, is that so?
You think it's related to everyone's death clock?
I don't know. There's no telling right now.
If you don't mind, could you tell us more about that?
Of course I don't mind. Let's see. The rumor is that the world will perish in 4 days. With all this chaos going on, I can see how a rumor like that would start. But what's strange is, most people don't know it. Only people with comps like you. And that's all I know about that. I still don't know enough about all this. I'm going to keep an ear out, so fingers crossed that we'll see each other alive again. See you later.
Keisuke, you said no one had longer than 4 days on their death clock, right?
Yeah. I'm sure I'm not the only one with access to the death clock who noticed.
Hey, is the world really going to end in 4 days?
I don't know about that, but people in the Yamanote Circle have at most 4 days left. After that, something bad happens in the lockdown, like demons killing everyone.
Oh.
4 days and that's it. What can we do? Whoa! That group of demons is headed somewhere.
I think that way goes to... Oh my gosh! The outdoor concert stage! I have a bad feeling about this. Let's go, guys.
In a city cold and lifeless, penny black with my heart's darkness.
Stupid Haru's got nowhere to run.
Haru!
You guys, why are you here? Never mind. Look, there's tons of demons here. You should run.
No! Don't give up! We're coming to save you!
Oh, yeah.
Well, what's with these demons? Haru's just a singer, right? Why are they targeting her?
Maybe she does, but for now, let's concentrate on the task at hand.
What is it babbling about?
I guess I'm still alive. I wish I could get this over with, Aya.
Haru, are you hurt?
I'm fine. Thanks. I wish I could show some guts like you guys. Thanks. You guys saved me again. I made it this far, but it was touch and go this time.
How dare you say that to Haru?
Pretty perceptive, but I have no reason to answer you. You get it, don't you? You're a lot more mature than you look.
Anyway, I'm glad you're safe, Haru. Oh, which reminds me. It's not just demons. There was a suspicious guy looking for you too, Haru.
Huh? A suspicious guy? My power, huh?
There was something about a holy flame. Crazy stuff. It might be demon-related. Are you really being targeted by demons?
Maybe so. Anyways, thanks for everything.
Man, if you could just use your sequencer, you'd stand a fighting chance.
Well, nothing I can do with the batteries dead. So it goes. Though to be honest, if I could, I'd really like a peek at the data in it. Oh, the sequencer's owner left me a little homework along with it. She told me to finish what there was of the song left inside. The song's in my head, but not having it in front of me definitely slows me down.
Even with everything going on, you're writing a song? Wow, the mark of a true musician.
It's nothing so noble. Thanks, though. Hey, you're an interesting one. Let's take a breather and chat sometime. It'll be on me. I like your attitude. It's pretty cool. Well, be seeing ya.
Hey, what was that about?
Uh-oh, Yoo-hoo's got a rival.
What are you saying? There's nothing between me and... well, yeah. Atsuro! Hey, you get back here right now!
Hey, do you plan to keep helping people like we just did from here on out? I see. Well, there's nothing bad about rescuing people, but there won't be a problem if the ones we rescue are okay with demons, like that lady. But I think most normal people will be afraid of demons and of demon tamers. They won't be able to see the difference between evil demons and the ones on our side. Well, I think people might assume that this whole thing was the work of tamers. That's why I don't think we should let normal people see that we can control demons. At least, I've been trying to avoid it myself. Oh, sorry. I wasn't trying to scold you. It's just... I'm worried about Midori. She's showing off her demons, calling herself a defender of justice. It's dangerous. Sorry, I'm talking too much. Just ignore me.
Ow! Why'd you have to hit me so hard?
You asked for it.
Stupid Yoo-hoo! I don't think you need the harmonizer.
Did someone say something?
Not me, right? Anyway, I wonder why the demons keep targeting Haru.
Yeah, they were saying something about that. What does it mean?
We don't have nearly enough info to conclude anything yet.
No kidding. Let's do something about our death clocks, and we can come back to this later, okay? Hey, Haru's death clock went up, right? How long does she have? What? Just 1 day?
If tomorrow's her last day to live, Haru really is being targeted. We've got to do something. I mean, if we survive that long.
Huh? Is that you, Jin? What's wrong?
Oh, hey, it's you. Good to see you still alive and kicking. As for me, I just got back from the hospital. It was much worse off than I thought. Nah, a pal of mine was in an accident. I didn't hear what with everyone's cell dead. When another friend told me, I rushed over there, but it was too late. They didn't have any meds or electricity. Without the right treatment, he died. I'm sure they did what they could. The hospital staff were on the verge of collapse. I guess in this situation, there was nothing more they could do. Damn it.
Jin,
The hospitals are already low on medicine. Just 3 days after the lockdown started. This isn't some desert island we're talking about. This is Tokyo.
with no supplies coming in, it might as well be a desert island. Can't run a fridge with no power. Any medicine that needs to be kept cold will spoil.
I wonder when this city will be saved.
Hey, it's you. We keep bumping into each other, don't we? Let me guess. You've fallen for me, huh? And now you're following me around. Huh? Wait, really? You're a funny guy, you know that? Seeing you so often, I feel like it's fate at work. Huh. Not a bad pickup line. I don't mind if you come on to me, you know. All this talk, though, ends up being just talk. Doesn't matter if it's a guy or a girl. Everybody gives up on me. I get along fine for a while, but it's only a matter of time until the relationship dies. You're real patient. That suits me. I never knew my parents. They abandoned me when I was little. My relatives passed me around. I landed with my grandma until she died a few years later. It was disgusting the way the rest of them kept squabbling over inheritances and crap. I had to try to read people's expressions and smile like I was on their side. Before I knew it, I forgot how to show my real self. It got pretty bad. These days I act like I'm all that when I'm up there singing in front of a crowd, but do they really want to hear my songs? Is my voice reaching them? I'm always so unsure. What am I saying? We barely know each other. Not bad, not bad. You'd make a better lyricist than me, that's for sure. Music should give people hopes and dreams like what you just said. When I sing, I feel like I'll only make the audience miserable. You know, there's something different about you. A familiar, dangerous smell. Have you, by any chance, given up on life too? Ever think to yourself, I don't care when I die? What am I saying? This is so silly of me. Sorry, just forget what I said. If we meet again, I hope we can talk some more. I'm actually looking forward to it. See you later.
Hey, I want to talk to you in private. That cool? You saw the little argument Mari and I had, huh? Well, aren't you bold? Most guys be shaking in their boots if I asked them that. Anyways, about that redhead who's always with you. Is she your girl? Just a friend. Are you that friggin' dense? Guess it has nothing to do with me. I got a girl on my mind too. It ain't like me, but I can't do a damn thing. Not so loud, man! But, yeah, it's her. We go way back. Me, my bro, and Mari used to play together when we were kids. But she's older than me, so she still treats me like a younger brother. Damn it. Hey, so, you seem kinda like a player. No offense. You, got any tips on how to snag an older girl? A jam? Well, long as she's stuck in this lockdown, I'm sure she gets plenty of them. And on top of that, she's been poking her nose into some trouble. It makes me worried. You know the bloodless murders? Mari's after the killer too. All this mess probably gave her the idea that the killer could be a demon. But she ain't a demon tamer. Even if she finds the killer, it's just gonna kill her. That's the plan. I'm gonna be the one to kill him. Oh! I get what you're trying to say. Yeah, she'd fall real hard for me after that. That should do the trick. Oh, this'll be great. Anyway, sorry for wasting your time like this. Hope we run into each other again. Oh yeah, if it wasn't clear, don't tell that redhead and nerdlinger about this. Got it? You breathe one word, and I'll rip those weird headphones off your skull. See ya.
What is this place? Oh, are you looking for the secret tunnel that normal cars can't enter?
Wow, you've heard of it too, Keisuke? You're right. We heard it connects to the subway, which means we might be able to get out from there.
I see. You're right. If not many people know about it, it might be lightly guarded.
Is that how it works? It was close yesterday. We thought we were gonna get shot. But that could have been a coincidence, so it's worth another try.
Halt! One false move and I will shoot to kill.
Whoa, 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 hold on a minute. Don't shoot.
I already know you've been controlling demons. Now hurry up and send them away. It's your fault so many lives are in danger. Huh? What do you mean? You're not the ones who summoned the demons?
And we're victims here too. Sure, we have comps, but we're just using them to stay alive.
That's right. We fought demons lots of times and helped out whoever we could.
The Shomonkai made those comps, correct? Are you members of the Shomonkai? Since you didn't summon your demons even at gunpoint, I guess I can trust you. You really don't know, do you? Alright, I'll tell you what I can. You're not wrong. The demons appearing is the reason for this lockdown. When the government realized they were using demons, the lockdown plan was approved. It was timed perfectly, so they were all gathered in Tokyo.
Who's they?
In any case, unless the situation changes, no one gets in or out. The surface, the underground, the rivers, even the air, everything's locked down.
But we're human! If you have to lock things in, do it to the demons! And why the entire Yamanote Circle? What madman would involve so many people?
Say what you want, but we're willing to go to extremes to prevent demonic infestation.
But that has nothing to do with us. We all just want to go home. Let us through.
Don't force me to use this. I don't want to, but I'll do it. This isn't a threat. It's a promise. For the sake of Japan as a whole, I won't hesitate over a single life. Akasaka Tunnel. Understood. Action as before. Over. A group of demonstrators trying to pierce the blockade at Ueno were just shot and killed.
Huh? Did you really just say?
I said the SDF just shot and killed civilians trying to break through a blockade. They rushed Ueno Station. 10 fatalities and over 100 injuries. This is... Damn it! Do you understand now? We can't let you people out no matter what.
But...
Look, we're desperate too. You have to understand. Locking down Tokyo was always a hard decision for the government to make. Supplies are low. Without electricity, hospital patients have been virtually abandoned. Thousands of innocent civilians are in harm's way now. And even areas other than Tokyo are facing political and economic upheaval. But all that chaos is still preferable to losing the entire nation to demons! Listen, no conventional weapon has had any effect against the demons so far. We have to find an effective countermeasure, as well as the reasons for their appearance. We must do anything we can to exterminate their kind.
We understand what you're telling us, but if I may, who are you?
I am Captain Misaki Izuna. I'm a member of the Special Counter-Demon Squad, here to eradicate the enemy.
Counter-Demon Squad? Is that with the SDF or the police? If you're a captain, then...
I'm not with the SDF or the police. I have authority over them both at present. Our rank is assigned according to the chain of command as per the mission. Since we're using the SDF's chain of command, I'm calling myself a captain for now. Anyway, there isn't much time left. If you have any information, any at all, I think you should tell me. "4 days. Could that be... No, that's not possible. I'll do everything in my power to prevent it."
You do know something, don't you?
I'm sorry. I'm not at liberty to say anything more. Now go back the way you came. Go! Hurry!
So it was the government that ordered the lockdown, because of the demons.
Not only that, it looks like they're quite serious about enforcing it. I don't think they'll let any demons or comps outside the perimeter, no matter what. Feels that way to me too. From the looks of it, they've got every inch under guard. Face it, there's probably no way out of this lockdown.
Damn it! I don't believe this! So, what then? Are you saying we'll never get out of the Yamanote Circle? But that we're just gonna die? Hell no! I can't accept that!
Yeah, he's exactly right.
What do you mean?
Just what I said. Neither he nor myself said a word about giving up.
Huh? But you just said there's no way out.
Right. There's no way out of the lockdown, which means we have to get rid of their reason for putting it up in the first place.
Wait a sec. Get rid of the reason? You don't mean... Don't tell me you plan to get out by taking on the self-defense force.
Yes, there's no way we'd propose something like that. The reason we're talking about is the demons. The purpose of this lockdown is to seal in the demons and the comps that summon them. If we eliminate or neutralize those two factors, the lockdown loses its purpose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see that. But how are we going to pull that off?
Yes, our only way out is to think of a way to accomplish this.
I had a feeling it would come to that. But our death clock is down to 0, isn't it? Will this really work?
True. Maybe we should focus on fighting this Belder demon for the time being. But everyone can think about a way to expel the demons and discuss when we get a chance.
But Belder's immortal. If we're up against a demon like that, will we have time to think about anything else?
Yes, you're right. If we give up before we start, we'll never accomplish anything. Belder's a demon. Let's look for people well informed about demons and mythology. If we ask them, we might be able to find out something we can use.
All right, then we need info on Belder and hints on how to deal with demons, right? If that's settled, then let's hurry and get this show on the road. Come on, everyone! Was that Naoya? Hurry, after him or we'll lose him!
Not again. Looks like we lost track of him.
Hey, that's one fine miss you've got with you. Is she available?
What's this guy's deal? Well, duh.
Fine. Don't get all bent out of shape. Hey, now that I get a good look at you, you're... Well, so it's you, just like Naoya said. This really is amusing. You're uniquely perceptive, though I can't say I'm surprised. Say, have you ever given any thought to your own future? Your destiny? Your death clock currently reads 0, doesn't it? So you'll die soon, no question. The agent of your death is the leader of Lament, the immortal unifier of demons, Belder. No one can stop his coming. The banquet of blood will begin. Amid their lamentation, humans will fall prey to Belder, and you will be among the dead. Tell me, what do you plan to do about it? You seem eager for battle. Here, I thought you'd run with your tail between your legs. Now, shall I give you one last piece of advice before I bid you adieu? The immortal Belder has long been protected by a vow all living beings agreed to. The terms of the vow forbid any of them from bringing harm to dear Belder. But there was one being that was overlooked. It's here, inside this lockdown. If you succeed in finding it, even you might be able to thwart his attacks.
He disappeared! Who was that guy?
He knew Naoya and he was talking about Belder. Whoever he was, he's not normal. But that aside, what was that story he told us about? A single being that didn't swear the vow. He said it's inside the lockdown somewhere, but is he for real?
I don't know. He didn't seem like he was kidding around, though. I don't know whose side he's on, but I think what he told us could be valuable.
Yeah, ideally we could escape without running into this Belder, but judging by what we just heard, I don't think that's possible.
As that guy said, we have to look for the one thing that didn't take the vow.
But where, though? Who would possibly know about it? The comp. You really think we'll find the answer there?
I wish we could talk to Naoya, but we can't find him. He did make the comp, though. So maybe checking the comp wouldn't be such a bad idea.
All right, we'll keep that in mind while we look. Come on, let's get going. We're gonna survive.
Help!
What? Did something happen?
Monsters just showed up over there!
Oh no! I gotta go!
Hey, wait! It's too dangerous!
Hey, wasn't that Midori?
Yes, I can't believe she's deliberately seeking demons. We have to save her. Please, everyone, help her!
Please, I don't want to die.
Don't give up!
Huh? Who are you?
I'm Valley, the warrior of love! My magical punishment strikes all demons who do evil! Get out of here while I draw their attention! Activating comp! Come out, Ketchi!
More monsters! Did she do that?
Well, what should we do? These monsters are just waiting to eat us. I don't know if we can trust her, but...
Look! There she is!
Midori! This isn't the time for her to be playing hero. If she keeps doing this, her death tomorrow will come true.
Don't worry, we'll stop her. But we've got to get rid of the demons first.
Pretty good at this!
Midori, we need to talk. I wish you'd hear me out.
What is that?
Belder? But why? He was supposed to appear in Aoyama Cemetery. Huh? What's going on? Why aren't my attacks working? No way I'm giving up! Heroes always face impossible odds, but they win in the end!
No, Midori! He's immortal! You can fight, but you won't win! You have to run for now!
I can't just run away with a demon like this on the loose! You guys can run! I'm gonna stay and fight!
We can't run away without you! You have to come with us, Midori! Please!
Ugh, fine! But just this once, okay?
Damn it!
What kind of attack was that? He hit all of us!
His attacks aren't working? Damn! So he's really immortal?
I can't just run away with a demon like this on the loose! You guys can run! I'm gonna stay and fight! Ugh, fine! But just this once, okay? not forget!
We